Let's Nightfall, episode 29, and this week's Nightfall is the Archon Priest, a fairly easy solo this week, though you do have to be careful during the boss portion because of exposure. The modifiers are Epic, Specialist, Chafe, Ironclad, and Exposure. As far as setups go, use your favorite primary, though I would lean towards one that has some distance because the second part of this strike you're going to be killing enemies from pretty far away. Also have a sniper rifle on. You're going to be using that predominantly throughout. And then Gallahorn. I will be switching to Icebreaker during the boss portion when out of special ammo. So when you first get to this first area, you're going to have some Fallen fighting some Vex. Focus on taking out these Hoobaglooban snipers as they are very dangerous. You will also have a Hydra that spawns in. Again, guys, with Specialists on this week, you're going to absolutely be melting everything with your special weapon. So make sure to take out that Hydra as quick as possible as it can spam shots, and if it sees you and it's hitting this back wall, its splash damage can do a ton of damage. Then you're going to have a bunch of Shanks, a couple Fallen, and some Vex. Nothing too difficult, nothing too overwhelming. With your radar off, make sure you're looking around. Don't be too glued in when you're aiming down sights. Make sure you're popping in and out, you're not too glued in. So after you clear out all these adds on the ground, feel free to pick up ammo and then move up the room. You will have two Hoobaglooban snipers, two more to your right on the other end of the cave. If you're totally unfamiliar with this strike, those familiar, you know exactly what I'm talking about. There will be two of them, so just be aware of that. I'm going to move up a little bit. Again, you will have some Fallen and Vex fighting up here, so by the time you get up here, there might not be that many enemies. As you see, there were only 3 that I needed to take out, and away we go. We are on to the next part. As far as subclasses, pretty much up to you. Warlocks, I would go self-res the entire time. Titans, I'm doing Hammer and then Smash. You could do a Weapons of Light Bulb if you want to, and then Hunters, kind of up to you. I would do Night Stalker. So when you get to this huge open area, you're going to have some goblins down below and you're going to have some more snipers. Take out these 3 snipers from the spot I'm at now, as again, they are very, very dangerous. And just like the first area, you're going to have some Fallen fighting Vex. So if you're super under light, you don't care about time, just hang out. You can hang out and let them fight for a while if you want to. And with this strike, especially, guys, you're killing everything from super duper deep. So you're really not putting yourself in a ton of danger. As you see, I'm just floating rockets from super deep. And like I say in every video, kill everything from as far away as possible. There's no reason to put yourself in any danger. These adds are not going to be able to shoot me if I'm shooting them from super far away. And as you see, it's just some captains, some Fallen fighting some goblins, a couple Minotaurs. Nothing too difficult, nothing too overwhelming. After you do clear out all the adds that are initially spawned in this area, you are then going to have to go pop your ghost over at the door. But before doing so, look around for any ammo that there might be because you're going to want as much as possible. After deploying your ghost, bail. We are bailing away from this area and we're going to go up to the Pride Rock, which if you're totally unfamiliar, have never done this strike before, just follow my path. Those that have done the strike know what I am talking about. We're going to hop up to this little area right here, and we're going to take out the adds from up here. If you're taking damage, you're getting shot, you can just fall back and crouch, and you're going to be under cover. So for the first wave, you're going to have 3 major captains, as you see 2 of them down there right now, and you're going to have a bunch of Shanks. Spam Gallahorn, spam your grenades. You see here, you guys, with grenades, Gallahorn, you're going to be taking out the Shanks really, really quickly, and they will come to you. They'll be undercover for a little bit, but as long as you're kind of peeking over the edge, you'll see right here they're bunched up, and I'm going to do a Gallahorn rocket. So they will come to you. As long as you're peeking over the edge, the Shanks will come out of cover, and they will bunch up majority of the time like that, and then you can just use one Gallahorn rocket and take them out. Now, the 3 captains, they will rush over here to you. So once they do start rushing over to you, make sure to bail, come up to this area. You do not want to be on the ground with these guys. These dudes are going to do a ton of damage, and especially with exposure on, you can get killed very, very quickly. But as you see, they're going to come over to you guys. Just spam rockets, spam grenades. And when their shields are down, switch to your sniper rifle, get a sniper too, and you'll be able to clean them up very, very quickly. I'm trying to hold on to all my special ammo. That's why I didn't bust it out. Plus, as you guys know, I'm absolutely atrocious at sniping. I'm just going to use my super to clear out these last 2 captains. Now, the second you clear out this first wave, second wave is coming, and be careful because you're going to have snipers in this cave behind you, and they will spawn right away. And don't mess with these guys. As you see, I'm super low health, and I got the ship came down and took some splash damage. So I was still on my super. That's why I wanted to try to use it on them. But if you're not in your super and you stayed up on Pride Rock, do not come down to the ground, because those sniper guys, those 3 invis snipers, they will get you killed super duper quickly. Along with those 3 invis snipers, you're going to have a bunch of major shanks and a couple major servitors. So if you do fall down to the ground, or you were on the ground, fall back and use these rock faces to get back to Pride Rock. When in doubt, get off the ground. You do not want to be on the ground with these guys in this area. You want to be up on Pride Rock, because you can fall back quickly. If you're in trouble, you're getting shot, you can fall back to cover very, very quickly, and they won't be able to hit you. Focus on taking the invis snipers out as quickly as possible, as they are the most dangerous enemies of this second wave. And also be careful of the exposure on. You're probably not going to be at full health the majority of this strike. So you can get killed quicker than you might expect, because your health's going to be super low. So again, there are 3 invisible snipers and a bunch of these shanks. And them together can be very dangerous if they're shooting you at the exact same time. Now with the servitors, they're like the 3 captains. You don't really have to worry about them. They're not going to rush up here. They kind of have to see you, and then they'll mosey on over here, or they'll just stay down low. So don't worry about them. Just focus on the snipers firsthand, then onto the shanks. Once you do clear out the snipers and the shanks, then we'll focus on the servitors. We'll move over to the right-hand side of Pride Rock. Now keep track, as I almost got myself killed right there. Make sure you're keeping track of how many of the invisible snipers you've taken out. Again, there are 3 of them. I lost count. I wasn't sure if there was one left, and it almost got me killed. So once you do clear those guys out, feel free to move down to the ground now. You can move down to this little lower level right here. Though if the servitors do push up on you once they see you, then just bail back to Pride Rock. Majority of the time, they just stay kind of down where they're at now. They'll even bunch up, so just spam away. They're not too difficult. Make sure you're jumping around, not giving them a still target to hit. I'm going to fast forward here, guys, a quick one. You're not missing anything. Just taking out the servitors. Once you do, you're all good to go. Go down to the ground, pick up a bunch of ammo. So the Sparrow route, you're going to have a bunch of guys on pikes this week. Just follow my route, because with exposure on, you can get killed really, really quickly. We want to hug this left lane. Hug the left lane. Use your juke left and right on your Sparrow if you are taking some shots, but just hug that left lane and you will easily make it through. If your Sparrow's super low like that, hop off, grab another one for the next part that we are going to be running through as well. If you're still after Icebreaker and you're doing the Sunrise bounty, looking for gold tier, then you are going to want to spend some time taking out the ads in this second section. Take them out from deep. Take them out from all the way back here, guys. Use your sniper, use your scout. If you're skipping them like I'm skipping them, hug this left in, and once you get to about here, hop off, jump up, and speed on by. But if you are going to spend a minute or two killing those guys, just stay way, way back. They won't push up on you. Use your sniper, use your scout rifle, pulse, whatever you're using. Shoot them from super deep. So here we go. Now we are on to the boss fight. When you get in here, you're going to have some initial ads. You're going to have some Vex fighting some Fallen. Again, just like the other 2 main areas of this strike. So you see me using my rockets to just clear out these ads. If you only have a rocket or 2 like I did, save those for this major captain, because he can be a little annoying at times. So after you do clear out a lot of the enemies, you clear out the Vex, some of the Fallen, you're then going to have more Fallen spawn. As you see, there's some dregs that spawned out of that bottom door. Then you're also going to have some shanks that spawn. Now the shanks and the dreg, they will push up on you along with the captain. The captain will push up on you as well. So like I said, if you only have a rocket or 2, save your rockets for this captain, because this guy can be annoying. Do a quick fast forward here just so you don't have to watch me attempt to snipe this guy. I also want you guys to not really snipe him, because I want you guys to have as much special ammo as possible for the beginning of this boss fight. So that's why I said use your Gallahorn, use your super, use your grenades on him. And you see Gallahorn's going to take him out very, very quickly. So try to have as much special as possible, because with the Archon Priest, if you doming him and you're getting critical shots, you can stun him. So he won't move, and you can just keep spamming shot after spamming shot after spamming shot. And if you're quick, You got some gauntlets, you reload that sniper fast. You can even reload and get back into it before he moves. So once you do take out all the initial adds and then that little wave that spawns with the initial wave, then come up to the platform area, then that will initiate the Archon Priest to spawn. Now come back to this area and get ready. Get your sniper ready. Hopefully you have as much ammo as possible. When he jumps out, get scoped in, give him a second, let him do a little stretch. Once he pops on up, then dome him away. Wait for him to get out of the stun, then shoot him again in the head. Don't shoot too quickly. Let him get out of the stun, then shoot, and you can just continuously stun him. And if you're quick, like I was there, I was quick enough, then you'll go back into the stun. Now you will have ads spawn and they will push up on you. Now, unlike the taken version of the Archon Priest, this is the normal Archon Priest, and he is more aggressive than the taken version. So this Archon Priest, he'll roll up on you. He will teleport like up onto you if he sees you at moments. So what we're going to do, or what I would suggest doing, or what I like doing with him, is you try and bait him down to that spot, and we're going to bail back up to our little camp spot up here. No ads will push up on you. They will not come up here, but they will come down to this little area, kind of where you saw me throw my grenade. They will come to that area, so you can still get shot up there. So the goal is to bait the Archon Priest, because I'm not really trying to be out here with him. And you'll see here, as you bait him, I'm trying to bait him to come right there, and you want to use your sniper. And the goal is to bait him there, run up here, switch to your sniper, have it on already, get a dome shot so he gets stunned, and then just dome him repeatedly and repeatedly. Now, you can run to the other end of the room, clear across if you want to, but I would suggest staying here. So I'm just trying to bait him, and there we go. He teleported where I want him to. Now, you got to be quick, flip around, and I choke the shot. So hopefully you're a better sniper to me. All you got to do is get that dome shot. Then he's stunned, and then you can just get him stuck in that loop of him getting stunned over and over. Again, guys, you can go to the other side of the room if you want to and snipe from deep and kind of play keep away. So if you want to do that for this first phase of the fight, then go ahead and do that. And the room is huge, so you have plenty of space. You're not going to really get trapped or overrun with this first little phase. So if you want to do that, by all means, do that. I'm just doing this because it's what I'm used to. Hopefully I can hit one of these shots one of these times. And there we go. Choked again. We'll try this again. Again, going to go back down. To bait him, just needs to see you. And then you'll hear his little growl, and he'll do his little teleport. So here we go, trying to bait him. Here he comes. I'm going to go hop back up on the spot. Make sure to take your time getting back up. Flip around. Okay, finally hit a shot. It only took 19 attempts. And then you guys, you're just getting him in this stun loop. Shot, stun, recover, shot, stun, recover, shot, stun, recover. Very, very, very easy. You just have to get him locked. Now, once you do enough damage, do about, I don't know, 30% of his damage, he's going to rotate to the other end of the room. He's going to rotate up to the big cave area. Those that are unfamiliar with this strike, that is to my way right, which you'll see here in a second. You'll have a couple shanks lingering over from that first wave, and then you're going to have a bunch of shanks up in the big cave. That's the big cave area if you've never done this strike before. And then you're going to have a servitor that's just down in the middle. Just use your Gallahorn. Again, try to save your special ammo. With specialists on, every single shot is super precious, so you want to use all that special ammo on the Archon Priest. So for these ads, use your grenades, use your super, use your primary, and use Gallahorn. You want to use all your special ammo on the Archon Priest. So he's up in the big cave. Once you take out this servitor, feel free to be on the ground, guys. None of the ads up in the cave or the Archon Priest are going to come roll up on you now. For the second phase of the fight, he's up in the cave, and he's landlocked to the cave. For the third phase, he will come back down to this area where I'm at right now, where he was for the first phase. Then for the fourth phase, he will go back up to the cave. So for the second phase and the fourth phase, feel free to move around. Go wherever you want to go, because he's going to be kind of landlocked to that cave in the back area. He'll go out of the cave a little bit, but he's not going to roll up on you until he transitions to the next phase. So you can come up on these rocks to get a good sight line. And the Archon Priest, he will come to you the majority of the time. He doesn't really hide for long durations. He likes to come and find you. Now, if you don't see him for a long time, then move. Move to a different spot and try to locate him. Try to get in his sight line. Once he sees you, then he's going to come to you. And as you see, guys, it's super easy. You're just getting him in that stun loop. Doming him, stuns, wait for him to recover, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. So you see how he's taken off like a bat out of hell? He's going to run back over here. When you see him moving like that, you're to the next phase. He's in third phase now, so he's going to come back down to you. Be careful. He will teleport right on top of you sometimes. So be careful, and his melee damage will kill you. If you get meleeed by him, he will kill you. Now, Titans, you see I am switching to Striker, and the reason I am switching to Striker is because there's going to be a couple enemies that have arc shields. You will have 2 captains that spawn with arc shields. They will spawn in the 4th phase. That's why I switched, just so I can spam grenades when they do roll up on me. For this 3rd phase, you're going to have some invisible sword guys, which you saw me just take out right now. You're also going to have some snipers. They're going to be up in the cave, going to be on that far left-hand platform. Doing the same thing we did in 1st phase. We're trying to bait the Archon Priest to come to this area. Once we bait him, all we got to do is hit 1 shot. Coolio, it didn't take 9 attempts this time. We got on the first one. You're just getting him in that stun loop, guys. And allow him to recover. Don't be too quick. Allow him to recover, reset, then shoot. Just continue in that little stun loop. Float a rocket or 2 once you have to reload or something like that. Because if you're not super quick, especially in this area, he can get behind that wall. And you probably won't be able to get another shot to continue that little stun loop. And that's what we're doing for 3rd phase. 3rd phase is the same as 1st phase. Just trying to bait him in this area. You can go around the corner like I did if he's not really paying attention or doesn't see you. And you can spam a rocket or 2. You can spam some grenades at him if you want to. So you'll have the invisible sword guys, as you see, they're kind of running up. And the sword guys, they will charge up on you. So be careful. Maybe you're trying to bait the Archon Priest, and the sword guys are there too. And they can maybe take you low with a couple shots. And as you're jumping up, the Archon Priest might finish you off. So just be aware of that. You see me chucking a nade every so often down to the ground area, just in case there is an invisible sword guy hanging out. I don't want to get ambushed by him. So we're just doing the same thing 1st phase, guys. We're trying to get the Archon Priest over here, hit him with a shot, get him in that stun loop. We want to get him to the 4th phase. We want to get him out of here. We don't want him near us at all. So here we go. We teleported this spot. We want him to teleport, and he should be almost to 4th phase here real quick. It should only take a couple shots for him to transition. Now for the 4th phase, you will have a ship come down, and this ship is going to be dropping off those captains, some sword guys, and what have you. Be careful. This ship, that ship right there, that ship can get you killed. That thing will absolutely wreck. So here are the captains right here. They will roll up on you. These captains are not shy. They will push up on you. Along with the captains, you will have some invisible sword guys. Focus on taking these captains out as quickly as possible. Spam those Gallahorns, spam your grenades, spam your super. Try to hold on to your special ammo, but there should be quite a bit of ammo on the ground from ads that you killed. So let the special ammo fly once you get these guys' shields down. Now, the major captain who you saw me just take out right now, he's the dangerous of the 2 captains. The other captain's a sword captain. Obviously, he's dangerous if you're super low. He rolls up on you and he stabs you, but he's really not too much of a problem. That other captain, he can actually shoot at you. So just like the 2nd phase, for the 4th phase, the Archon Priest is going to be back up in the back end of the room and in the cave. So feel free to move down to the ground. Now again though, you will have some invisible sword guys. You're going to have the snipers. So you'll have a sniper over on the left-hand side and you'll have a sniper or 2 up in the cave. Then you'll also have the sword captain. So if you do come to the ground, be careful. With your radar off, with chafe on, be looking around. Don't be too glued in. As you see, there's a couple sword guys. I'm just going to use my super on them. Once you clear out the ads on the ground, you get rid of the 2 captains, you get rid of the snipers, you get rid of the invisible sword guys, the strike's over. The Archon Priest, he's just going to be chilling in the back end of the room or in the cave, and all you're going to have to do, guys, is just snipe away. I'm going to do a quick fast forward here. You guys aren't missing anything, just taking out some lingering ads on the ground. After you clear out the ads, move up onto the rock face and try to locate the Archon Priest. Again, like I said, if you can't find the Archon Priest, it's been 10-15 seconds, then move. Move to a different spot and try to locate him because he's probably, at the very back end of the room. He might not be in the cave. He might not know you're in the cave. Majority of the time, he will come to you. But if you can't find him, you see, I can't really find him. I'm trying to look. Okay, let's rotate. Let's rotate, try to get eyes on where the Archon Priest is at. Is he in the far backhand left-hand corner? I don't see him. Where is this bum? There he is. So he finally came to the cave and only took him 30 seconds to do so. So guys, if you can't find him, just move around. And in the 2nd and 4th phase, you have all the freedom to go. Use the entire room to your advantage. And with specialists on this week, guys, your snipers are going to be doing a ton of damage, and you're really going to be able to take out the Archon Priest fairly quickly. And he has a sliver. He's almost dead. He's got a sliv. And there we go. You've done it. We've done it. Pretty easy solo this week. Got to be careful at moments with exposure, just with the invisible snipers, the captains, and then when you're trying to bait the Archon Priest. But other than that, guys, pretty easy solo this week. We can fast forward to the rewards, see what we get. Anton's Rule, I don't want it, but hey, as long as it ain't a ghost or strange coins. Hopefully this video was helpful, and hopefully it helps you get it done this week, guys. Have a good one. See ya.